Grand Theft Auto 4 stands out amongst other GTA games that came before and after, having the deepest, darkest, most compelling story that no other has had as of yet. That being said, 4 also has this unique storyline element called Player's Choice, where you, as the player, are given 10 choices to make over the course of the game to test your morality. Something that past GTA games just didn't do. You're always obligated to do whatever to achieve your goals, no matter how amoral. So when it comes down to Player's Choice, possibly the one that sticks out the most is the very last one, where Niko has to make a choice between doing a deal or getting revenge. Here's how it goes. After dealing with Darko, you do the mission One Last Thing, where Niko meets Jimmy Pecorino at a strip club, and he forces Niko to do a deal with Dmitry Raskolov. Being reluctant, he leaves the bar to separately call Roman and Kate to ask their opinion.
I have been asked to work for Dmitry Raskolov again. There could be a lot of money in it.
I heard you two had resolved your differences. He's on some boat in East Hook, right?
What, you knew about this? He's on a boat in East Hook?
Yeah, I heard you had forgiven him and we're working together. You're doing this deal, right?
Now that I know where Dmitry is, I might just go there and take him out instead. Have you forgotten that he burned down your apartment and business? That he arranged your kidnapping?
Now I have a better apartment, and I'll have an even better one if you work with him again! Promise me you won't do anything hasty, cousin.
I have to think about it. Speak to you later. Hey, Kate. I have a decision to make. And I don't know who to talk to about it.
What's your choice, Niko?
There is a man who betrayed me in the past. I am being asked to work with him. It could be very profitable, but it would mean going back on an oath I swore to myself.
You shouldn't work with him, Niko. You don't need money. What is it going to change about your life?
I don't know. It'll make things easier. For me and for Roman.
I'm not going to respect you if you compromise what you believe in for money, Niko. Goodbye.
From there, you make your own choice. I'll go more in depth with these two choices later, but for now, here's the summary for both. If you choose revenge, the objective is to kill Dmitry by driving to East Hook, boarding the Platypus cargo ship, and then proceeding to shoot your way to Dmitry, who's in the cargo hold. After you kill him, you attend Roman's wedding with Kate. Unfortunately, Kate gets accidentally shot by a furious Pecorino who meant to shoot Niko. So you travel with Roman and Jacob to get revenge on Pecorino, by shooting your way into an old casino, chasing him down in a bike and helicopter, then finally putting an end to him at Happiness Island. If you choose deal, however, you attend the deal with Phil Bell at the docks, but then learn from Dmitry over the phone that, unsurprisingly, he took the heroine after killing the buyer's representatives, leaving you to have to shoot through all of the betrayed buyers and steal the money from them. While Roman is happy you did the deal, Kate certainly isn't and decides not to attend the wedding. But during the wedding, Roman is the one that gets shot instead when a hitman Dmitry sends shows up to kill Niko. So just like with Jimmy, you travel with Jacob to the casino, and the process of going after Dmitry plays out in a similar manner, with just a few differences, all leading up to killing Dmitry at Happiness Island. So it doesn't take anything to deduce that revenge is the better choice, not just for obvious reasons, but let's go more in depth with why it works. Throughout the course of the game, Dmitry goes out of his way to make sure you hate him by any means necessary, all starting with his betrayal.
You used to work the coast in the Mediterranean, smuggling people into Italy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But you messed up, and left a lot of bad debt. You left a good friend of mine out of pocket, big time.
Hello, Niko.
Hello, Mr. Bulgarin.
Where is our money?
I don't know. I didn't rob you.
By parasites.
Holy fuck, it's fucking burning! The whole place! I've got to go in! I've got to get something!
Leave it, cousin. This place is gone.
I've got nothing left! Not my home, not my business, nothing! They took it all!
I'm sorry, Roman. I'm really sorry, but we have to go.
I don't want to die, Niko!
He performed spells on his trousers and made them cry. He is so...
Niko Bellic, we did not find your body with the others in the warehouse. Mr. Bulgarin and I were very disappointed.
I was loyal to you, Dmitri. Why did you turn on me?
You think I could survive in a cesspit of a city like this by aligning myself with a bottom feeder like you? You who has so many enemies. You robbed Bulgarin. You killed Mikhail. You know no more of loyalty than I do.
You know why I killed Faustin. It was not my choice.
I will find you, Niko. I have burnt you and your cousin out of Home Beach. I will smoke you out of any other hiding place you have in this city. See you soon, Niko. Niko Bellic.
What do you want, Dmitri?
I always thought that there was something not quite right about you, Niko. Now that I hear you are friends with Bryce Dawkins and Bernie Crane, I know what it is.
Stop blackmailing my friends, Dmitri. You do not want to anger me more.
Persuade them to give up the contracts. We can work together. I will cut you in, Niko. Let's be friends.
I made the mistake of working with you before. It's not one I'll repeat. Goodbye. Let me see. They don't look like they're on a pleasure cruise.
Niko Bellic, it's so good to be working with you again.
I cannot say I have the same enthusiasm for this partnership. Have you given them the H? I want to get this money and go home.
You know what? I thought, why should we hand over the H for this price? I thought it'd be easier if I just killed those guys and kept it.
Easier for who? What the fuck are you doing? Me and Phil are in their compound. What's going to happen when they find out?
If I was you, I'd go and get the money off them. It has to be on the site. That way we all win. Good luck, Niko.
Yes?
The gift from Dmitri Raskolov.
What's even worse is that in If the Price is Right, Niko was actually going to let him live after all he's done. This just goes to show you how far this bastard's willing to go. Not to mention how he betrays Jimmy. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. So offing him right there and then isn't really that hard of a choice if you ask me. Now let's talk about the two people whom Niko's choices affects. So, how you feel about Roman and Kate as characters are subjective. But Roman's death is often treated as more devastating than Kate's. And for good reason, which goes well beyond him just being the main character's cousin. But just the simple fact that, since his introduction, Roman has given us plenty of reason for why we should care. And yes, I know he can be whiny and annoying.
Shut up, Roman. Roman, shut up. Shut up, Roman. Roman, shut up. Fuck.
Niko, it's your cousin. You want to shoot some pool?
Shit, Roman, I can't talk now.
But Roman has been there for Niko since day one, and he puts up with a lot from his cousin's dangerous lifestyle. Granted, Roman has gotten himself in trouble all on his own without Niko due to his gambling habits, but it's implied that it was nowhere near as severe as after Niko came into his life again.
Since you got here, I've had my computer smashed, I've been beaten up, I was kidnapped and then shot in the stomach! My apartment got burned down and so did my business!
Having had so many close calls with death because of him, so when it actually happens, it stings more. And Niko has already established how he gets when his cousin is in danger. So when he actually dies...
Yo, Niko! Calm down, man, yo. Easy.
He told me to leave it. I left it.
Niko, get up, man.
Oh,
Gotta
man.
get you out of here, man. Police them soon come. Don't worry, man. Me find them each and me call you. Leave.
But in spite of his own and Niko's flaws, Roman is always by his side, no matter how dire things get. Even after losing Kate at his own wedding, he insists on being there.
Thank you, both of you. But I do not think this is the place for you, Roman. This is too dangerous.
You are my cousin, Niko, and Kate died at my wedding. I'm helping you.
Not to mention,
It's my fault because I got close to her. I shouldn't get close to anyone.
You should, Niko. Stay close to Mallory and me. We are your family. Mallory is pregnant. If it's a girl, we'll call it Kate.
even the atmosphere for Roman's death ends the game in a more dark and depressing tone than Kate's, which just comes off as bittersweet. But what about Kate? Well, first I just want to say, as much as I dislike Kate, looking at her from an objective standpoint, I don't necessarily hold it against her for being who she is as a person, considering she's one of the more decent characters in the story, and the only decent one in the McCreary household apart from her mother. She grew up in a chaotic household full of amoral brothers and an abusive father, who never abused her, but her brothers. So understandably, she wants nothing to do with that sort of lifestyle. So when she dies, it's undeniably horrible, as Packy said.
She didn't do nothing to nobody. It was those McCreary men who are the sinners. We're paying for that ourselves. She didn't have to pay too.
But regardless of that, there is one big glaring problem with Kate as a whole that stops her death from being equally depressing. And it's this. Kate McCreary is... Kate may have been a morally grounded, law-abiding young woman who didn't deserve to be caught in the crossfires of Niko's dangerous lifestyle. But does that really mean anything to us in the end? See, nothing else about her character was made valuable enough for the player to truly care about, so even if you feel guilt, after a while, her death will come off as an afterthought. Maybe it's just me, but I really want to know this. When Kate is killed, is anyone really left with any strong feelings about it? I mean, up until the last Player's Choice missions, Kate is nothing more than just another dateable NPC, and then she becomes a blatant plot device after the revenge choice. That's the one and only bearing on the story that she gives, to show Niko how no one is safe around him. But then again, Roman's death gives off that same vibe, so she ain't anything special. But Deal definitely highlights her pointlessness more. She gets upset with Niko for going against his principles and doesn't bother to attend the wedding with him. Alright, fair enough. But when she hears about Roman's death, she gives her condolences and promises to always be there for Niko.
Niko, I heard about your cousin. Niko, I am so sorry.
So am I.
If you want to talk about it, if you want anything, Niko, if you just want company, call me.
I want Roman back.
Don't let this ruin you, Niko. Don't let this make you even more insular and angry. Please, call me and we can do something.
I might do that. There are more important things to be doing now, though.
But then, a few in-game days later, she turns around and does this.
Hello?
Niko, it's Kate.
Hello, Kate. How are you?
I'm fucking awful, if you must know.
Please don't say that. Why?
I can't do this.
Can't do what?
I like you. I like you too much, but I know you. I know the life you lead.
What does that mean?
It means I'm going away. It means I love you, but I won't bring children into this world to be raised without a father. It means I don't know what it fucking means. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about Roman. I'm sorry about the life you led. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I sent you an email. Goodbye.
Again, her choice isn't a bad choice per se, but you get the point. So if you do the deal, you lose her. If you don't do the deal, you lose her. I didn't even bother to date her outside of the story. She isn't exactly a pleasant person to date anyway. So it really begs the question of what Niko even sees in Kate to begin with, and vice versa. Really, the only reason they even got far enough as to date at all is because of Packy.
Niko, man, look, I ain't a pimp or nothing.
What are you talking about, man?
I'm saying, would you take my sister, Katie, out for a drink or something? She don't get out much, and she sure as hell don't go on dates. We're starting to worry. She likes you, just as friends. I'm gonna send you her number.
I'll give her a call, man, but, I don't think she'll want to see me.
Trust me, she will. Call her, man.
See, the takeaway of the last two choices of the game is not just about morals, but also the consequences if you choose to ignore said morals. Up until this moment, the choices Niko were given didn't really have any lasting consequences, or none at all. With Kate, that's slightly subverted, because the only loss Niko suffers from her death is what? A potential love interest that he hasn't even known for that long, depending on how much you date her? With time and healing, Niko could just move on to another woman. Hell, forget time and healing, this is a video game. He can go on to date another woman right after story completion. But with Roman's death, he suffers 3 losses, with the third loss being metaphorical. He loses Roman, Kate, and a gigantic part of himself. And the only support Niko has left is Mallory and Jacob. And maybe Dwayne if you choose not to kill him. And considering how most of the characters from GTA 4 go on to live in San Andreas in GTA 5, this makes Mallory and Jacob the only 2 trusted supports he has left. So that's all I have to say. Every player is different, but when it comes down to it, I'd rather have Roman alive over Kate any day. And I'd much rather be safe and kill Dimitri sooner than sorry and have to kill him later.